Hello, preschoolers. I'm going to read you an alphabet book since we've been learning all about the letters of the alphabet. I'm going to read you this one by Eve Shaw. It is called Grandmother's Alphabet. Ooh, the end pages are all sorts of letters of the alphabet. Grandmother's Alphabet by Eve Shaw. Grandma is an artist. She paints with bright colors. Grandma can be an actress, an author, or an architect. And so can I. Grandma is a businesswoman who often works at night. Grandma can be a bookseller, a banker, or a bird watcher, and so can I. Grandma is a carpenter who crafts things out of wood. Grandma can be a cashier, a coach, or a computer operator, and so can I. Grandma is a doctor. Doctor. She helps children to feel good. Grandma can be a designer or a dentist, and so can I. Grandma is an engineer. She plans bridges, roads, and towers. Grandma can be an entertainer, an editor, or an executive, and so can I. Grandma is a florist, creating lovely gifts from flowers. Grandma can be a firefighter, a forester, or a family counselor. So can I. Grandma is a gardener, growing corn and daisies too. Grandma can be a grocer, a guide, or a Girl Scout leader, and so can I. Grandma is a homemaker. There's nothing she can't do. Grandma can be a hairstylist, a horse trainer, a historian. So can I. Grandma is an innkeeper. Folks stay with her when they travel. Grandma can be an inspector, or ice skater, or an interior decorator, and so can I. Grandma is a judge, dispensing justice with her gavel. Grandma can be a jeweler, a juggler, or a journalist, and so can I. Grandma is a kite maker. Her kites soar like birds on string. Grandma can be a knitter, a kayaker, or a kindergarten teacher. And so can I. This grandma is a librarian who loans books on everything. Grandma can be a lifeguard, a lawyer, or a legislator. And so can I. Grandma is a magician. She has secrets she won't tell. Probably her magical tricks, huh? Grandma can be a minister, or mechanic, or mayor. And so can I. Grandma is a nurse who keeps me safe and well. Grandma can be a naturalist, a neighbor, or a newscaster. So can I. Grandma is an oceanographer. She explores the deep blue seas. Grandma can be an optometrist, or an organist, or an occupational therapist. So can I. Grandma is a flying high above the trees. Grandma can be a plumber, a police officer, or a printer. So can I. Grandma is a quilter whose patterns shine and glitter. Grandma can be a quartet member or a quality controller. So can I. Here comes my favorite letter. Grandma is a rancher. She can tend to any critter. Grandma can be a receptionist, a realtor, or a reporter, and so can I. Grandma is a scientist. She knows what's inside a seed. She can be a senator, a student, or a secretary. So can I. Grandma is a teacher. Hey, just like me. She is helping children to learn. Also just like me. Grandma can be a therapist, a travel agent, or a television star. And so can I. Grandma makes umbrellas to keep me dry in rain or sleet. Grandma can be an umpire, an upholsterer, or a university president. So can I. Grandma is a violinist. She plays music soft and sweet. Violinist. Grandma can be a volunteer, a vintner, or a vocational counselor. And so can I. Grandma is a weaver, designing rugs in soft, warm tones. Grandma can be a waitress, or a welder, or a wedding consultant. And so can I. W says w, w, w. Grandma is an X-ray technician. Grandma can be a xylophonist, and so can I. Grandma is a yachter. She sails her boat on a summer breeze. Grandma can be a yarn spinner, a youth worker, or a yoga instructor. And so can I. Y says y. Grandma is a zoologist who studies chimpanzees. Grandma can be a zookeeper or a zillion other things. And so can I. There are many grandmas who live from A to Z, but grandmas have in common grandchildren, just like me and like you. Do you have a grandma? Yeah, you do have a grandma. The end.